Hello again, students, for the final time, at least for this series of chapter synopses. Welcome to our review of chapters 12 and 13, the final chapters in the text. I cannot say welcome to the final module because this is only module 7 of 8, but we have reached the end of the textbook, and so I'll be speaking about chapters 12 and 13 in this recording. Now, first of all, I don't have that much to say about chapter 12 because chapter 12 focuses on the balanced scorecard. It's in the title of the chapter, and we covered the balanced scorecard at great length in our very first recording in module number 1 to cover chapter 1. So if you'd like to learn more about the balanced scorecard and chapter 12, please go back and listen to our very first module recording. Chapter 13 is different. It ends with a look at the future of accounting, and specifically sustainability accounting. Now, many people think of climate change, saving the environment, maybe social equity, social justice movements, saving society. They think in those terms when they think about sustainability accounting. To introduce the topic, however, let me begin by just reminding you that the common English meaning of the word sustainability, or the shorter word sustainable, the common English meaning of the word sustainable is something is sustainable if it's going to be around for a long time. If you can sustain it, you can keep it going for a while. That's what sustainability means. It is not short-term thinking. People who are operating businesses just to make a quick profit are not thinking about keeping their business going for the long term. And so they are not focused on, and they are not using, sustainability accounting systems. People who care deeply about maintaining the health of their organizations for the long term do use sustainability type models, frameworks, techniques, and systems. So how do we do that? Well, let me point out one example in this recording. Go to chapter 13, actually focus on the very first section, 13.1, which is named Describe Sustainability and the Way That It Creates Business Value. And once you're in 13.1, once you're on that page in that section, I will ask you to look for the subsection, the title, Initial Sustainability Reports. So again, we're in 13.1. We're looking for the subsection or subtitle, Initial Sustainability Reports. And right there in the first paragraph, the authors begin to write about a concept known as the triple bottom line. Triple bottom line, or TBL. What's that all about? It's a very fundamental principle of sustainability accounting that pops up everywhere. And it goes like this. Every company must be concerned about maintaining its financial or economic health in the long term. And therefore, every company needs measurements like net income, like operating cash flow, ratios, etc., to help them measure the extent to which they are maintaining their financial health. However, the financial bottom line is only one of three bottom lines. For an organization to be healthy in the long term, it must also have systems in place and bottom line measurements in place that measure the health and the well-being of its people. Which people? Well, people that are important to the long-term health of the company. Employees, workers, definitely. But also customers, because if the customers of a company become ill, you will not have many more customers. And so, whether you are a retail grocery store, hustling to make sure that your customers remain healthy at a time of a pandemic, or whether you are an accounting firm that is instituting telecommuting policies so that employees who are working 60 hours a week for their mental health do not also have to commute to the office an extra 5 hours a week. This is a set of examples that are related to the second bottom line of the triple bottom line, the health of people, a social bottom line, or a human bottom line. So what's the third bottom line of the triple bottom line concept? Well, that would be the environment. It is important to have a healthy working environment in a community whose environment is healthy too. Trees, parkland, natural grass, skylights, natural light coming into the workplace, an atrium in the lobby of an office building that gives the workers of the building an ability to come out and enjoy a little bit of the natural world, even though they're still in the building. Climate change. Well, now we're up at a very broad level, the global level. If climate change ruins the environment of the earth, we are all doomed. Every company, according to the triple bottom line, should be measuring and tracking financial or economic metrics, social or human metrics, and environmental metrics too. Now you might say, okay, so I need three bottom lines to run my business over the long term. Is that complicated? And how do I come up with a list of metrics? Well, if you go back to the textbook and go all the way down to a subsection in section 13.3 entitled Global Reporting Initiative, GRI. Again, if you look for subsection 13.3, discuss examples of major sustainability initiatives, and then look for the subtitle Global Reporting Initiative, GRI, you'll see what we're focusing on. If you look at that GRI section, there are a couple of paragraphs. Then you see a pyramid. That would be figure 13.9. And then there's a short paragraph right below 13.9. The short paragraph describes the three primary categories of topic-specific metrics that the GRI recommends. And I quote, it says, the report should cover aspects that reflect the organization's significant, okay, now here we go, economic, environmental, and social impacts. Economic, environmental, and social? Well, those are the financial, environmental, and people-focused metrics of the triple bottom line. In other words, the concept of the triple bottom line, which first came to prominence in the 1990s, is indeed reflected in the major sustainability initiative known as the Global Reporting Initiative, the GRI. Well, I hope you found this helpful. Once again, congratulations on having made it through the entire textbook. You have 1 week to go until you conclude the course, and I want to wish you success in wrapping up these two 2301 and 2303 courses of accounting.